This is literally my craziest story time I've ever posted on here. It's gonna be the craziest story I've ever posted in general on TikTok. So you might want to grab a drink and a snack and sit down for this one. I almost died. So I had this best friend, we're gonna call her Kylie. You probably have seen her in some of my videos, but probably not anymore because I deleted every single one of her. Basically, I was dating this guy named Marcus. I have kept it off social media because I just don't want to put my relationship on social media. But I was dating him for about 3 months. He was literally so toxic, but the thing he just did recently just made me break up with him, like forever. Only my family knows about my boyfriend, and then my ex-best friend now. Kylie has her own boyfriend, and I was dating Marcus. Whenever Kylie would come over and I would be like going out with my boyfriend or something, I was like, can you help me find an outfit? And like I literally found this super cute dress. It was literally so cute. She's like, no, Marcus would not like that. I was like, what would he like then? And she says, what I'm wearing. I was like, can I wear it? She's like, no. It's been like my second like real relationship, but like this is the first one that's kind of like lasted, and he was very aware that I wasn't ready to do anything like intimate until like I was ready. And he low-key was being so impatient. He would be constantly be begging me, and I'd be like, no, we're not doing anything. I'll let you know when I'm ready, Marcus. He just wasn't patient with me, and he was constantly like begging me and stuff, and I just like was over it. I got to LA around like 12 in the afternoon, and so I got her notification like around 3:30 when she got home from school, and it was her. I was like, okay, perfect, she got in the house good. So I'm in LA hanging with my family in the hotel room, and I get a freaking notification on the Ring doorbell at 10:30 at night. I look, and it is Marcus. Marcus is at my house. I text him like, hey, I'm not home. I told you I'm going to LA. He's like, oh, like my bad. I was like, you're good. I told you that though. He's like, okay, it's fine. I'll leave. So he pulls his car to the side of the street. I just saw him leave the driveway. I thought he left. So I see his car leave. I'm like, okay, like, it's fine. And I literally get another notification at 11:30 at night, and it is a guy in a hood. I cannot see his face. Like, his face is, like, covered, and it's also dark, so, like, the lights were on. So I could not see who this person was. I'm like, who the fuck is at my front door at 11:30 at night? And I text Kylie, I'm a girl, like, there's someone at the door, just don't open it. If they try to do anything, call the police. I was praying he couldn't get in because we have, like, a keypad lock on our front door. So if you have a code, you can get in. 5 seconds later, I could not believe my fucking eyes, and I see this guy putting in my front door code, and he got into the house. I start freaking out. I am blowing up Kylie's phone. I am texting her. I'm like, girl, there's someone in my fucking house. Get out. Grab the cat, grab the dogs, go. Go to my next door neighbor. She's not answering my phone, and I am thinking something terrible happened to her, and I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, Mom, we need to get home, like, right now. She's like, girl, it's fine. We'll call the police. They'll go over there and check it out. I get a phone call from Marcus, and I'm like, hello? He did not answer. I get this phone call, and it's Marcus. I'm like, hello? Like, can you please go check on Kylie? There is someone in my house. Like, please tell me she left. No answer. I then hear, like, a really, like, heavy breathing. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, please don't be hurt. Please don't be hurt. I was freaking the fuck out. Like, I was so scared. I was shaking. My parents were trying to calm me down. I was basically hyperventilating. Like, it was bad. I hear a faint voice, like, in a female voice, and it says, screw her, you have me. I'm like, what the fuck? It's Kylie. Kylie and Marcus are in my house. I call one of my neighbor friends that live around me. I'm like, girl, can you please go in my house and video this? I need to know what the fuck is going on. Marcus and Kylie are in my house. Kylie has a boyfriend. Marcus is my boyfriend. He's like, yes, of course. So she literally runs down here, puts me on FaceTime, and I'm literally watching on FaceTime. She walks into the house, and Kylie and Marcus are on top of each other on the couch. The couch in my house. They are so busy doing whatever they were doing. They could not hear her come inside. She's literally standing there showing me on FaceTime what they are doing. And I am like this, in disbelief. First instinct is to say, what the fuck, really loudly. And I did. And Kylie heard me. They jump up and scream, what are you doing here? I'm on FaceTime telling Kylie and Marcus to get the fuck out of my house. You have no right to be in my house, especially hooking up. Hello? Marcus, you are my boyfriend. Kylie, you have a fucking boyfriend and you're supposed to be my best friend. What the fuck are you doing in my house hooking up with my boyfriend on the couch? Just because I wouldn't hook up with you, you're gonna hook up with my best friend. Okay. Have fun getting AIDS from her. She's a literal whore. I'm in disbelief. I'm like, what the fuck? That is literally my boyfriend, Kylie. You are absolutely insane. You are psycho. And I literally have her put her phone on like against the TV stand so I can see exactly what happens. And what she does is she literally goes up to Kylie, grabs her hair, and drags her to the floor. This bitch is full on naked, okay? She stomps on her, baddie style. My mom and dad are literally outside of the room on the phone with the police trying to get their asses out of my house. After Kylie is on the floor, she literally goes up to Marcus and kicks him in the literal balls. He falls to the ground and she's like, huh, now you can't even use it for anybody anymore. The phone goes black. I'm like, what the frick happened? Like, her phone must have fallen. And I remember I have a camera in my family room. So I literally go on the camera app and I literally see this whole entire thing from high. I am seeing this full-on baddies brawl style fight in my family room with my neighbor bestie and my best friend at the time and my boyfriend at the time. Marcus and Kylie are literally wailing on the floor, crying, of course, because she just beat the fuck up out of them. I know Kylie's phone password, so she literally grabs Kylie's phone and gets the fuck out of there. Literally 15 minutes later, the police show up. Of course, they're crying on the floor, and the police show up 5 minutes later, and my bestie opens up the door. She's like, they're over there. And they're like, okay, thank you. They literally come in. They put them in handcuffs. The police literally put them in handcuffs, and they walk out my house. Marley literally grabs Kylie's phone and bolts out the house. Dogs are hiding in the office because they're scared of what's happening. My cat is upstairs from the banister watching this. I can see him in the camera. Marley looks at her text messages and they literally see the text message between Marcus and Kylie like, hey, I'm home now at her house. Come inside. And I locked the front door as soon as I left, so she would have to unlock it and then lock it to open the door again. So I obviously get the ring notification that Marcus is there. Marley is holding her phone, FaceTiming me while she is holding Kylie's phone like this, and she's sitting on my bed right here. And I literally see them exchanging photos. Not believing my eyes, like what I am seeing, and she scrolls up more, and they have been talking since December. I got together with him at the very end of October. My lip color was not eating, so I have to redo it. I literally just started crying. I hung up. I called the police station by my house. I'm like, are they still in there? They're like, no, they got bailed out. Of course they got bailed out. 12 hours later, of course. Marley takes her phone, throws it on the concrete, takes my hammer that I have in my garage, and smashes the fuck out of it. This bitch ain't having her phone back. No, she didn't back up anything, and no, she didn't transfer anything over because we destroyed the SD card too. Fuck you, Kylie. Miss Girly bought Tate McRae tickets in the pit, and so Marley logged into her Ticketmaster app, got the password, and now I have the Ticketmaster. I'm going to the concert, and I'm gonna get there way earlier so she can't steal my seat. That's what you get for literally, hello? Home wrecking me and my boyfriend's relationship? No! You're glad I wasn't there. 3 days later, I am just still kind of shooken up. I go home. I get a text from Marcus. He says, hey, I need to explain. I am so sorry. Like, can we please talk? I'm like, what? What do we need to talk about? He's like, just let me take you out to dinner. Fine. You're paying, though. Because you did not just cheat on me. Like, I'm literally, like, still shaken up about it. He takes me to this really nice restaurant, this sushi restaurant, and we're sitting down. And he's like, I'm really sorry. I just was really in heat. And Kylie was the closest one he knew. So what I did is I took my drink and I threw it on his face and then I punched him and I left the restaurant. I also took his car keys and crashed it. Oh, I did almost die. I was in the hospital for about a week. But yeah, thanks for listening to my story time. Don't cheat on me, okay? Just kidding, guys. That was a whole fake ass story. You probably knew it was a fake story, but thanks for staying. The ones that know that it's fake is gonna be staying till the end of this video, okay? But yeah, love you so much. Bye.
Story time on when I got kidnapped as a child. I'm from a very small town in Georgia called Augusta. So y'all know how that go. Everybody know everybody. So one day, me, my mom, and my sister were leaving my cousin's birthday party. He's a little bit older than me. And yes, I do remember some of this stuff. At first, I did not know if I was just remembering it or remembering what other people were saying about it until I went to therapy, because your girl is scarred. No, it's not funny. But until I went to therapy and the lady was like, yep, it is definitely valid that kids start remembering things at the age of 3. So be careful what you say and do around your kids. So anyways, we leaving the birthday party and my mom stops at the gas station to get gas. Y'all, do not get gas late at night. My mom went to the gas station and she got out and parked her car in the front. Like, you know how like you could park in the front and you could still see your car? And she left me and my older sister in the car. My older sister is a lot older than me. She was in I'm saying this because this is valuable details. I don't think she was in a car seat. I might have to call my mama, but I don't think she was in a car seat, but I was at the time. Yes, my mama did leave us in the car. Not too much on my mama. Because y'all was staying home at this age by y'allself and y'all mama was saying don't open the door for nobody. So, not too much. My mama went right in for whatever she was getting and she left us. As my mama goes in the store, some men pull up in a white van. So, that's why I call white vans kidnap vans. And my mom had a car that everyone pretty much wanted at the time, I guess. It was a green Cadillac with rims. I guess everybody wanted that back in the day. So he really wanted the car. He came up and was looking at the car. My mom, of course, runs out the store when she sees him come up to the car. So when my mom come out, he holds her at point. I can't say the word because TikTok might take the video down. And of course, my mom is being a mom, like, I just want my kids. You can have the car. This. He not trying to hear all of that. He gets in the car and pulls off. By the way, this full story time is on my YouTube channel. I'm just going to tell it on here because I be saying little stuff about the situation. And people be like, what? You got kidnapped? So now I'm retelling the story again for TikTok. So he pulls off and my sister is older at this point. And like I said, she's not in a car seat. So she's talking her junk, like, saying, you know, you got my mama car, this. I'm younger in the car seat. And my sister starts fighting back. And my sister, she been a fighter, like, everything. My mom had to call the police on her and everything. Y'all want story time on that? I think she took something that was in my mama's backseat and, like, knocked him upside the head with it. So he was like, I ain't got time for that. Threw her out the car. It's cars coming in the street and everything. Threw her out in the middle of the street. My sister was safe, thank God. I think my mama ran and came and got her, y'all. I'm really starting to forget some of the stuff, and I think it's because I might got a little PTSD, because I used to remember this story like word for word, but because I've been trying not to remember it, I don't remember everything. So he puts her out in the car, and I think my mama comes running, of course, to get her, and like the ambulance come check her out and all that. And he takes off in the car with me. All right, I'm about to do part 2 so I can keep on explaining the story.
Get ready with me while I tell y'all how I almost died this weekend. For this story, I have to go back to last week because that's when it all started. It was my finals week for college. This is all going to make sense as the story goes on, I promise. So I've always been super nervous about any test or anything. Even in high school, I was like that. So I'd been nauseous all week and was like, probably just the nerves for my exam because I've never had college finals before. Then Friday comes around. I take my last final. I was still really nauseous and I was like, well, I'm done with all my finals. I'm done with all my schoolwork. Why do I still feel so sick? I wake up the next day and my throat is killing me. So I tell my mom, I feel terrible. My throat is killing me. I thought the nausea would stop once my finals were over and it hadn't. So she's like, okay, we need to go to the doctor. We go to the doctor. I go in, I tell them about my symptoms. I'm a really bad headache. I've been really nauseous. My throat hurts. They go, okay, we're going to test you for strep. Test comes back positive, and they send me in a prescription for a Z-Pack, which is zithromycin. And she goes, okay, take this. You're going to feel better by Sunday. At this point, it's Friday by the time I went to the doctor, and this is where stuff gets a little complicated. After I get my medicine, I go home, I lay around most of the day, and I go to sleep that night. I wake up the next morning, and I feel even worse than I did the whole rest of the week and that day before when I decided I needed to go to the doctor. I hadn't gotten up out of the bed. I was just like, oh, I feel terrible. I go to put some chapstick on. I'm like, why does it feel like there is a literal rock in my top lip? And it hurts to even rub my lips together. From what I knew, I wasn't allergic to any medication. I wasn't allergic to any food I was eating, nothing. So I was like, what is happening? Like, is this a side effect of strep? Like, does this happen? So obviously I hop on Google. I Google it and it's like, oh yeah, sometimes it can be a side effect of strep. And so I wasn't worried about it. And at this point, only one side of my lip was swollen. As the day goes on, I'm like, my throat hurts. And now the other side of my lip is swollen. This is what my lip looks like normally. And this is what it looked like. I'll put the picture over here. I had just taken my medicine, so I'm waiting for it to kick in. I wait literally all day. And at this point, it's maybe like 9:30 at night. And my chin is swollen, my face is swelling, and I cannot get anything down my throat. I was like, Mom, we've got to go to the hospital. I really do not think this is how strep is supposed to feel. She said, okay, let's load up, let's get to the hospital, let's go. When I pull up to the hospital, I tell the lady at the desk, tell her I tested positive for strep and that I haven't been able to drink anything and my face has been swelling, my lips have been swelling. And I'm in there for maybe all of 2 minutes after I told her this, and they immediately take me back. I get into the little ER room. The doctor starts checking me out. He's checking my throat, everything. Another doctor comes back. I get an IV put in, and they pump me full of all these medicines. At this point, I'm like freaking out because I'm like, oh my gosh, I just thought I had strep. Like, what is happening? Like, strep can't make your throat shut. Like, what is going on? They tell me, thank goodness you came in, and thank the Lord you did not wait any longer, because this could have gotten so much worse. In my IV, they did give me some Benadryl. They wanted to see if I could sleep it off and see if the swelling went down first before they sent me home. I wake up from my nap, and I look at the doctor, and I'm like, what magic did you just put in this IV? Because I feel a million times better. The doctor starts to give me the rundown. He basically tells me, you were having an extreme allergic reaction to the Z-Pack you were taking. And if you would not have come in, your throat most likely could have swollen shut. And they tell me, since it's zithromycin, you can't take any medicine that also ends in mycin, because it's all basically the same stuff, which means you could possibly be allergic to other medications in the same family. So I go home that night from the hospital after they put me on the new medicine. I wake up the next day, and when I tell you, the difference in how I felt was absolutely insane. Just to let y'all know, I am so much better now. I feel completely myself again, thank the Lord. But I want to put this out there. I'm not telling y'all this story to draw attention to myself. I just want to tell y'all, if you feel like something is wrong, go with your gut, because most of the time you are right. And that is the end of my story and the end of my makeup routine. And now I know if I'm nervous about a test that maybe it's not always nerves, and it could be strep throat.
These are all the things my best friend of 13 years did to me that made me cut her the fuck off. Also, this is your sign to stop keeping shitty people in your life just because you've known them a long time and you go way back. Because going way back means nothing if they treat you like fucking garbage. So number one, if I liked or showed interest or even got the slightest bit of joy out of something in this world, she had to fucking hate it. And I don't mean just hate it. She had to despise it. She loved to just go on and on about how terrible she thought the things I liked were every single time that we hung out. It was so fucking weird. It wasn't like dislike, like it was passionate hate. And I swear she would like half these things until I liked it, and then she had to hate it. Another thing she would do is intentionally like reach and go out of her way to make me feel unimportant, not good enough, like etc., ugly, whatever the case scenario was, not interesting enough. Like she would just gas the living shit out of everyone around us, like all of our other friends, but make sure she never gave a single compliment to me. But when I say gas up everyone else, I mean like worship the fuck out of every single girl in the friend group except for me. I was like, girl, what did I ever do to you? And since she had that cute little era where she hated everything I liked, the only thing I ever really got from her was criticism, whether it was like about how ugly my outfit was or how stupid my style was or whatever the fuck. Like she literally wanted me to know how unimportant she thought I was. Like it was her fucking mission. And that's like a dumbass little thing girls will do if they're like jealous of you or they give you like I want to be you vibes, is they will purposefully just gas up
every single person except for you, especially if they think you're like the prettiest person in the friend group or whatever. Not saying I fucking was, but definitely she thought I was, because she made it her goddamn mission to make me feel unimportant. But as for the one thing we did have in common, we both always wanted to be YouTubers since we were super, super little. That solidified for me. And it eventually became my full-time job. And like immediately after my channel blew up, she tried to start her own channel, posted like 2 videos, and then fucking gave up. But ever since that, she's been breaking her goddamn back trying to get me to quit. I shit you not, this girl would call me up randomly and be like, I don't think you should continue social media. Like, internet hate can get really bad. Like, out of fucking nowhere. As if I've never, like, gotten internet hate. Like, as if I don't know what it is. Or if I have, like, a really good month with views or something, she'll be like, oh, social media is so oversaturated. Like, I really think you should, like, quit or, like, find something else. And that quote they say, that's, like, the only people that will talk you out of going after your dreams are the people that already gave up on theirs, is fucking accurate. Also, genuine question, like, are you fucking dumb? Like, you think I'm gonna, like, get off the phone with you and be like, she's right, I might get hate, I have to quit? Like, what the actual fuck? I hate when dumbass people call me telling me dumbass shit. Not to mention, when I was going through one of the most toxic relationships of my entire life, like, fully being, like, traumatized, she stopped being friends with me because I wouldn't break up with him. As if it's, like, that fucking easy. And I don't know, I don't care if y'all come for me for this shit. The way I look at it is, I will be there for my friends no matter if I fucking agree with it or if I don't. I'm not afraid to tell them if they're wrong, but even if I think they made a stupid decision, I will never fucking abandon them. After I finally dumped him, obviously she came crawling back into my life, and guess what the situation was? She was in her own little toxic relationship, and I was there for her like a fucking dumbass. Where was she when I was going through mine again? Oh yeah, she fucking left me. Can't even say anything though, because that's my own dumbass fault. Honestly, the list goes on and on forever, but this is getting a little long, so let me know if you guys want a part 2. But always remember, just because you've known that they existed a little longer than the next guy, doesn't mean that they're still not a shitty person.
Get ready with me to go catch my boyfriend cheating on me. I was getting ready and I was like, oh, I might as well film this so that I don't, like, cry. But I want to do a story time on what the situation is. So one thing about me is I'm really close with my family, like super, super close. Yeah. And you may also know that me and my cousin Erica are like best friends. We are roommates, so there's that. And we've just always been super close. We're the same age. Well, we also have other things in common. She is going over to my boyfriend's house tonight to hook up. Oh my god, Fez from Euphoria died. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh my god, that's so awful. This is just a day of mourning. I'm now fully depressed because... Anyway. Basically, my boyfriend went on a family vacation with us to Alaska, and Erica and him got along really well. And I was really glad to see, like, my family bond really well with my boyfriend because, like, my family's not very welcoming or they're hard to, like, get really close with at first. So I was really proud of him for getting close with my cousins, a little too close apparently. But there was a night where I felt really sick and I went to bed and he stayed out with her. And I was like, this is kind of sus. Like, I don't know how I feel about this, but like, whatever. Yeah, like, he's my boyfriend. I'm glad he's bonding with my family. I shouldn't be sus. So I was like, all right, whatever. They were both like drunk out of their mind too. So they go out together, come back. The next day, everything's a little bit quiet and awkward. And I was like, I thought we were all getting along. Like, what happened? But apparently last night was really boring. That's what they said. I was like, okay, whatever. So we get home. We go to Country Thunder. I bring my boyfriend. I heard a rumor that in the porta potties, because they use porta potties because it's fucking disgusting, I heard a rumor that my boyfriend followed my cousin into the porta potty. So I was kind of like down in the dumps, like, what the fuck? So I asked her and she said that he was helping her with her dress because the zipper got stuck. So I was like, I could have helped you with that, but okay. So like in 2018 when like doing people's streaks was a thing, I did Erica's. So I still have her password saved.
So I logged in to her Snapchat and asked him if he wanted to do fun things tonight, and he said yes. So I will be there waiting to yell at him. And then she logged in and she kept going along with it. So I'm gonna give you part 2, an update of what's going on, but
Get ready with us to expose our school. Disclaimer, we did graduate high school, so this does not matter anymore. Okay, so we had this history teacher, right? And the history teacher was like such a creep. Like he was so creepy. He was like creepy looking, creepy acting. We're in his class, geography, and one day we like noticed he was like staring
at our legs. And mind you, this was the year we were allowed to wear skirts. Basically, we had to wear uniforms. And so we would sit at the back of the classroom facing him, and his desk would face us, and he would be staring
at our legs. Like, we're not even exaggerating. Like, multiple girls have, like, said, like, oh, yeah, he's such a creep. Like, he would look at my legs. Like, we're not lying.
He would watch the cheerleaders, like, after school hours. Like, nobody would be there except for, like, him and the coaches and
so weird. Okay, so I actually left his class because I had, like, a weird, like, encounter thing with him after school one day. And so, like, I left his class and, like, I reported him to the principal. And she basically told us, like, he's different. Like, while this grown man is looking at little girls' legs, like, you're telling me, oh, he's different. While he's watching cheerleaders, he's different?
Yeah.
That's not real. But anyways, yeah, nothing ever happened to him, so he's literally still at our school as we speak.
And also that same year when we were freshmen, we had 4 English teachers in 1 year because nobody wanted to keep their job.
We started off with this English teacher. She was mean.
Okay, so she left within like 2 weeks of the school starting. Then we had a second English teacher, and he literally was there for 2 days, and he only talked about his personal life. And then we had a third. Got fired because she stopped showing up. We had to sub for like 3 weeks, and she came back one day and she never came back again.
And then we had like the final teacher, which like we love her.
Yeah.
Now we're getting into like the rules that were a little bit too much.
Okay, so first of all, we weren't allowed to have dirty shoes. Like, you had to keep your shoes clean or like beat up. They had to be like clean.
And another rule we also had was our hair could never be dyed. So aside from brown, blonde, black, that kind of thing, could never be like red, pink, like, and like boys would have to keep their beards like maintained. They couldn't grow their hair past like their one shoulders. Of our friends actually like got told that he needed to cut his hair because it was too long. I feel like that's a little ridiculous. Like, I get looking clean, but it's like everybody's their own person. Like, I feel like you should never tell anyone what to do with their hair
style.
Yeah.
You couldn't have any piercings. Like, you could have ear piercings, but nothing else. Like, guys also couldn't have ear piercings. I think if they had it, it had to be only in one ear, which at that point, just let them have the other one. Girls, they couldn't have like the nose piercing or the septum or anything except for one.
Come back for part 2.
Get ready with me was story time on how a creepy man was following me and my friends at the mall. So this was about a year ago, like close to a year ago now, but it still like haunts me to think about. It was like so creepy. So me and my friends wanted to go shopping one day, so we decided to go to the mall that we usually do. And keep in mind, I've been going to this mall since I was like little, and nothing bad has ever happened. So I don't really remember what store it was. I think it was Cotton On or something, but me and my friends were just casually shopping in Cotton On. And my friend told me, she's like, this guy has been following us and he's creepily staring at us. And I see this guy and I'm like, I don't remember seeing him anywhere. Like, how long has he been staring at? Like, has he been following us for? And by the way, this was like the third store that we went into, so I didn't think that like, I hadn't seen anyone coming. And to be honest, at first, me and my other friend, because I was with 2 other girls, we thought that she was joking because it just seemed like a joke. We didn't think that somebody was actually following us. And when we looked and turned at the guy, he just seemed like a normal guy. I mean, he had like a bucket hat and like he was just like looking around. We just thought she was joking or something. But one of the girls, well, the first girl that told us, I'm gonna call her Stella, she was so dead serious. Like, I looked at her and she was like, I'm actually getting creeped out. And I asked her, like, why didn't you tell us before? And she was like, oh, I just thought it was a coincidence that he was going to the same stores as us. And for people that know me, know that I do not take these things lightly. So I literally asked Stella, I was like, I think that, you know, if you really think that he's following us, then we should go tell the workers or one of the mall guards. But then Stella tells me that he's not really doing anything like super bad. He might just be like looking, or possibly it might just be a coincidence. So we all decided that it might be a good idea to just wait and like feel things out, because we can always go to mall security where we're inside the mall. It's not like this was an outside mall. But we soon realized that Stella's tuition and what she was thinking was actually right, because the next at least 5 stores that we went into, he was always there. And even in Sephora, and he wouldn't go and like actually look around. He would like go down the aisles and like slowly follow us, and we knew it. And just to try to take him off our minds a little bit and see if like he would still follow us, I decided to go to like this Starbucks that's like in the middle of the mall. It's not like in its own little area. It's like dead in the middle of the mall. Like that's it, in the middle of the mall. So I decided like to go stop there, because like if he really decides to go and stop there, then we actually have a serious problem. So we go in there, and guess what? He goes into the Starbucks line. So at this point, I'm like, okay, no, this is actually scary as hell. So I don't go up to him. I don't say anything to him, because I'm not trying to start or get him mad or anything, accuse him of anything. So at this point, many of my friends get scared. So we back off the Starbucks line, and we decide to go to like up to the I can't speak, but we decided to go to the food court area where the guards are, like where you can like ask for help or like if you have concerns. So we go to that little office. This is the first time I ever had to go in that area since I was like a child. I've never had to go in there. But unfortunately, the story does not stop there. As we were walking, because keep in mind, we were like in the middle, but you have to take an elevator or take the escalator up to even get to the floor to talk to the guards. So at this point, we're all scared shitless, and I'm just telling everyone, like, calm down. Like, I know we're scared, but it's better to stay calm in these types of situations. So we're walking up the stairs. I mean, we're not walking up the stairs. We're trying to walk a little faster. I'm like, guys, just speed walk a little bit, but don't be too obvious and don't look back. So we start to speed walk, and guess who else starts to speed walk? The guy. So I'm like looking back, but not in a super, like I'm doing it in a subtle way, and I'm like, oh shit. So we actually at this point are like running to the guard's office, and he speeds up so fast. Like, I'm not even kidding you. He was making it so obvious. And I am running out of time because I have no phone storage, and it literally, the video won't post if I keep continuing. So stay tuned for part 2. I'm posting tonight. Love you guys. Bye.
I shit do not. Let's talk about the time that yes me, got in a fist fight and won. Little storyline, this was about 3 or 4 years ago. It was because of my stupid boyfriend at the time. He was in choir with this said girl that I got in a fist fight with. This girl immediately starts problems with me. She adds me to her private story just to proceed to post like videos of my man. He's so funny. I was like, okay girl, what's up? I want to preface, I am not a fighter. I've never fought anyone since, and I don't think I ever will again. I'm not proud of it. I'm not. I had to be cordial with said girl because she was like kind of a part of my friend group, kind of not. She was like a floater. Like, she was there, but not really. And we were planning a trip for spring break, and she was invited so that the Airbnb would be cheaper. Multiple things happened up until then, like her posting petty shit on her private story, whatever. I am super cordial with this girl. I start no problems until spring break starts. Night 1, we're playing Pong. I'm not playing with my boyfriend, I'm playing with another friend. And my boyfriend's sitting here on the couch and she's sitting here on the couch. They're not really close, but the Pong table's right here, so I'm right there. I want to preface, my beautiful boyfriend now would never do this to me. He is an angel sent from the gods above! Sorry. Anywho, while we're playing Pong, someone wants to sit on the couch. So she scoots closer to my boyfriend. Oh well, like yeah, give someone a spot on the couch. Well, have you ever met one of those girls that acts way drunker than they actually are? Like, she had like a Smirnoff and was acting white girl wasted. Tell me why I look over and she accidentally falls face first into my boyfriend's lap. I was like, oh! But I say nothing because, again, I'm trying to be cordial. 3 seconds later, tell me why the same thing happens. I look at her and I'm like, are you serious? And she said, are you insecure or something? I said, oh! So I said, maybe we should go in the other room and talk. I paused the Pong game and we go into the other room. She starts saying some smart shit to me, like, I don't even know what the hell she said. It pissed me off. I threw a punch right into her face. I had no experience fighting. I've never fought anyone before. I don't think that that's what people should do. Like, we could just talk it out. Anyways, someone runs into the room because a picture frame falls off the wall. It's so fucking loud. In the middle of the party, bitch, get off me. In the color, rolling out my broccoli. Anyway, someone runs in there and splits us apart because she's crying and like holding her face. I don't even really think I punched her hard, but I call it a win because she never punched me back. I was forced by my boyfriend and the other friends to like fake makeup so that for the rest of the trip it would be cordial. So I did, but I still didn't like her. She was still on my radar. I don't know if she was scared of me. I'm not trying to sound like, oh, I'm so tough. She was scared of me. But I did not see her for the rest of the trip. We blocked each other after and never spoke again. I do think her friend follows me, and just so you know, I'm not doing this for drama. I'm just doing it for entertainment purposes. It's my life. I can tell my story. I am a grown adult. I don't need no drama. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. You're all beautiful and gorgeous and amazing. Mwah, I love you, and here's my fit. Slay. Have a great Friday.
School rant about the girl that's been obsessing me since my freshman year. We're now juniors and she still won't stop talking about me. And let me give you guys a story time. Her hating me started freshman year of high school, but today let's talk about what has been happening recently, which is our junior year. So a couple months ago, she starts talking about me in class, and she's talking about the fact that I'm class president. Keep in mind, I'm in class president since my freshman year, and once again, I'm currently a junior. During this whole discussion, somebody had brought my name up, and I guess brought the fact up that I was class president. And what she had to say in response was this: I don't know why she's class president. We go to a majority white school. I don't understand why the white people don't want to run it for anything. She doesn't deserve to be class president. Basically saying that the fact that I'm black and class president doesn't add up because we go to a white school. Keep in mind, the girl saying this isn't even white. She's not white. She's not mixed. But she's still talking like this about people that look like her. So basically, her and her group of friends in that class were just talking bad about me. And I know class president isn't being president, obviously, but what really hurt me about that whole statement is just the fact that you're telling me a white person deserves my job because we go to a white school. Don't piss me off. Moving on to the next thing she's done to me. Keep in mind, this happened yesterday. So I'm sitting in class and then she walks in, and what she says when she walks in is, if she looks at me, I'm going to slap her. But I didn't really know who she was talking about because, like, I don't know if she was having an issue with somebody else or what was going on. But at that point, I'm like kind of intentionally listening because, girl, what's going on? I was like, is she talking about me? But that would be so odd because why are you randomly saying that in the middle of class when you just walk in? Like, keep in mind, she's saying this to a white boy that sits right next to her. And after she says that, this is the part that really is going to get y'all dying and laughing. So the boy that sits next to her sneezes, okay? And this is exactly what she says. She says, oh, you're probably allergic to that fake-ass 3A virgin hair she has in her head. And keep in mind, I'm the only black girl in that class that has a wig on. And this class barely even has black girls, so I already knew she was talking about me. Just in case you missed what she said you're probably allergic to that fake-ass 3A virgin hair she got in her head. Why did she clock? Nah, she didn't clock nothing. And keep in mind, she said this to me unprovoked, didn't do anything to her. I don't even speak to her. I've not had a conversation with this girl probably since my freshman year of high school. Moving on to the third thing she's done to me, she would literally bust out laughing anytime she sees me approach where she's at or around her, and none of her friends even laugh. Like, they're just like, oh. Like, one of my teachers, I was telling her about it yesterday because I'm close with her, and she was like, not gonna lie, that's low-key bullying. And I didn't really, like, say it. Like, I thought about it in my head, but, like, I didn't really, like, want to admit to it. By the way, our freshman year, I think she didn't like me because I was too close with her boy best friend. If you want that boy, just say so. And either way, I didn't want him, so calm down. Don't do too much. I didn't really get into what she did my freshman year, but I will say that she did try to fight me, and she did, like, really walk up to me and was trying to do the most. So if you want a story time about that, let me know. Okay, guys, I'm officially ready for school. Thank you guys so much for listening to my story time and watching this video. I hope everyone has a blessed day, and peace out, loves.
Story time about the time I walked in on him with another girl and literally took a video of it. This had happened freshman year. I'm a senior now, and I'm in a very healthy relationship now. So like I said, this was 3 years ago, and it was this guy's birthday. And for his birthday, he had a bunch of people from his high school right down the road come to his apartment and, like, pregame with us before we went to another party. Also, my best friend was in town, so she was visiting. And for his birthday, I had got him this chain. Keep this in your mind. So the night rolls around, and we're all at his apartment pregaming, and all of his, like, high school friends show up. First red flag is that literally nobody said hi. Keep in mind, these people are still in high school. Second red flag is when we were playing, like, beer pong, I literally had slipped and, like, fell on my back. And one of the girls was like, blah, 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 get your girl, talking about me. And he did not help me off the ground. Two of his other friends helped me off the ground. And we were, like, laughing about it, but, like, what do you mean, well, get your girl? Like, and he didn't even help me up. The third red flag is that when me and all my friends were, like, in the living room, him and all these, like, high school girls were in his room taking shots out of like our alcohol bottles. So we were like, no, absolutely not. And we put our alcohol bottles in the closet. Keep that in mind too. So the pregame's about over, and we walk like a neighborhood over to this like party that this guy was having. And there was like a ton of us, and we're all walking, and I noticed like him and this another girl just like talking like behind everybody. They're like way back, and I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna think anything of it because it's his high school friends. He probably hasn't seen them in a while, and why would I need to overthink? So we're in this party, and there's like a downstairs and an upstairs, and one of my friends was like, Megan, I just saw go upstairs with this girl, like, do you want me to go check on them? Like, that was like 10 minutes ago. And I was like, sure, like, I don't care. And so she like went up there, and she came back down, and she was like, he had his arm around her. And I was like, you know what, like, I don't care. I really don't care. So the night was getting pretty late, and I remember he had like Snapchatted me or something. It was like, hey, like, we're all going back to my apartment, like, we're just like tired or whatever. And then time rolls around, and it's like actually time to like go, you know? So we walk back to his apartment, and it's like me and like 4 other of my girlfriends. And I remember he like wasn't answering my Snapchat, so I was like, I feel like we're like about to walk in on something. Like, I just have like a gut feeling something's not right. When we get back to his apartment, we open like his like main door to his apartment, and these girls just like start like giggling. They're like, and they're like, oh gosh. And I like turn my head, and in my head I'm like, oh gosh, what? Then like me and my 4 girlfriends like go over to his like his room door, and it's locked. So then my friend Tatum's whispering, and she's like, Megan, like, I'm gonna knock, pretend you're not here, like, don't say anything. So she knocks, and she's like, blah blah blah, like his name. She was like, I'm just here to get my alcohol, like, I'm going back to Megan's dorm. And he's like, 1 second. Now it's been like 2 minutes, and he still has not opened the door. And she's like, open up, like banging on it and yelling at him. And he's like, hold on, and like opens it. And this is where I like blacked out, like barely remember what went down. We walk in, and Tatum opens the closet to get her alcohol off the top shelf. And what do we see? A little rat hiding in the closet. And my first instinct, I don't know, I've never walked in on something like that. My first instinct was to literally take a video. So I pulled my phone out of my back pocket, I opened Snapchat, and I took a video. I took a video of her hiding in the closet, and then I took a video of him like laying on his bed. And then I like ran out. And I ran into his roommate's room, and I was just like crying because I was like, what the heck did I just walk into? And I literally hear my best friend in the other room like screaming at him. And then in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, what about the chain? I just got him today. I was like, Tatum, please go get it for me. I'm like returning it. So she literally goes back in his room and is like, give me the chain. And he's like, what chain? And this like high school girl is still just like sitting in his room, and he's like, what chain? Like pretending I didn't get him a chain that morning. And she was like, the one on your neck. And he's like so freaked out and scared, he's shaking. He can't get it off. So he goes, Tatum, can you help me get it off? So then I run to my other guy friend's apartment where like everybody would hang out at. And I did not go back to my dorm because I had my best friend there, my brother was in town, my brother's friend was in town, and then my roommate, obviously, in a little dorm. So I was like, I'm just gonna sleep on my friend's couch and like go back to my dorm in the morning. And then I woke up on their couch the next morning to someone standing over me while I'm sleeping going, Megan, Megan. And I wake up and it's him, and I was like, what are you doing in here? And I was like, don't talk to me, don't talk to me. And he was like, this is what he says. Can I get you Andy's and we can talk it out? Sir, it is 9 in the morning. We're going to go to Andy's and you're going to talk about how I just walked in on you with another girl? No. So yeah, that is like the story of the time I walked in on him with another girl and took a video of it. And oh my gosh, he got like messed up on campus by all my friends. My friends would roll the windows down and like scream at him. and he'd be like talking to like other girls on campus or as like friends, and they'd be like, "Screw you!" like screaming at him through the window. Or like my whole sorority like posted on Yik Yak or something. I can't really remember. I have a bunch of screenshots, but yeah, so that's literally the time I took a video of it. Obviously, it doesn't faze me anymore because I'm in a new relationship at this point. It's hilarious, like so funny, and I had to share it because I want y'all to hear. Should I post the video? Bye.
Story time on why I'm not talking to my 13-year-old sister anymore. If this sounds familiar in any way, my nice sister actually made a video about the same devil sister about a month ago, and it got 15 million views because she's that fucking destructive. So I don't live with my family full-time for obvious reasons, and I'm visiting for about 4 days, and I thought something spilled in my suitcase. For a little background info, this girl is 13, doesn't brush her teeth, puts a full face of makeup and foundation on every day, gets spoiled to the point she owns more expensive things than me, my mom, and my other sister combined, and is literally the worst, we'll say the worst shit you've ever heard to your face about you. Like, she has psychological issues. Anyway, so I'm visiting my family for 4 days, and I thought something spilled in my bag when I saw my white shirt. Brand new Blanco by Nature shirt. I was like, what the hell spilled in here? And like, I don't know, it just looks... I thought it was weird for something to have spilled. I have 2 bags over my makeup and it doesn't look like a spill. That's what I thought. Because I thought after all the shit we've been through and she literally got publicly canceled and people were finding her account from Jenna's TikTok, I didn't think she would strike again. But no, I just was getting ready. I was ready to wear this shirt. Look at this shit. Got this shirt like 5 days ago. Are you like fucking kidding me? Genuinely, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I try so hard to be nice to this fucking bitch. But literally my dad will call me and be like, said sister, said you're so pretty, whatever. And she'll be like, you left out the part where I said she'd be so pretty if she got a nose job. And I was like... Also, last time I was here, we had a brawl. Right after the brawl, she tells my mom she's gonna clean out some of her old clothes, give it away to Goodwill. And then my mom goes in 45 minutes later to check on what she's gonna give away. It's literally all my mom's clothes that she stole and stained, brand new of my mom's clothes that she just like didn't want to admit she stole and literally made unwearable. So if anyone knows any good wilderness camps, leave them down below because I fucking can't, and I'm literally only here like 2 days a month and I still can't, so I feel bad for everyone that actually lives with her.